guys, Comic Boom here to review Brave and the Bold issue 5. We are that much closer to the conclusion of Liam Sharp's 6-issue Brave and the Bold run starring Batman and Wonder Woman. It continues to be the same thing. Fantastic art with a lot of verbosity, a lot of dialogue. It's very, very wordy, this series. And it's tied up in Irish lore, Irish folklore, mythology, and the art is once again fantastic. I mean, Liam Sharp has done a fantastic job. In this particular issue, we finally meet Baylor, the Baylor of the Evil Eye. He's got an evil eye where he shoots some beams out of his eyes, very powerful. One of the things that happens here, there's two settings that this story takes place in. The first setting is the Irish quarter of Gotham City, where a character by the name of Patrick O'Shull is someone who's obsessed with the land of Turnanog, wanting to somehow get there one day, and throughout his life he's collected trinkets, Irish trinkets, which are reminiscent of Irish folklore, and he's utilizing those trinkets to one day travel to Turnanog. Meanwhile, we've got Turnanog itself that is going through a civil war between the Dirdanon and the Fomorians. And the king of the Fomorians is actually is murdered, and basically it's discovered in this issue that in fact he's not murdered, that he basically faked his own death. And the king of the Dirdanon always had an obsession with breaking free of the captivity that Turnanog is in, because they're sort of trapped in their own alternate realm, and they're trying to escape because they're trapped in this alternate realm, and as the centuries pass they forget their past, so they're trapped in this spell of forgetfulness, and they're trapped in this alternate realm. And basically one of the travelers, one of the messengers of Turnanog, a man by the name of Lord Kirkanos, I believe is his name, he basically went and he recruited Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman sought Batman's help to try to solve the murder of the king, and is to try to bring peace and to prevent a civil war from breaking out. Batman figured out that basically the king just disappeared. The king replaced Patrick O'Shull. The king now is in our world. He's in our realm, and he wants to basically open up the portal to bring all the other inhabitants of Turnanog into our world. But of course, if you do that, that's going to cause chaos. And in the process of doing that, he's also awakened the previously, I guess, sleeping Baylor, King Baylor of the Sea Fomorians, who previously they were at war with. So it looks as if there's just going to be more chaos going into the 6th issue. Story as it's been progressing, it's very obvious, I think, that Wonder Woman and Batman are not essential players in this story. What Batman discovered would have been revealed anyway by the flow of the narrative. Wonder Woman really did nothing at all here. This really could have been a story of Irish folklore starring any two people in the DC universe, because Batman and Wonder Woman are really pulled along by the narrative. They don't shape the narrative. Batman and Wonder Woman's actions don't shape or pull the narrative any direction. It's the plot that's pulling everyone with them, including, unfortunately, Batman and Wonder Woman. Now that's fine, I guess. It still makes for a beautifully illustrated read. But what it doesn't make for is a strongly compelling story. I like it insofar as I learned something about Irish folklore, and that's really great that way. And I know Liam Sharp is very active on Twitter. He's very thankful for his success, and he deserves it. He's a great artist. But as a writer, he's still got some things to learn. I think there are some things that he could have done with this story that could have made Batman and Wonder Woman more relevant, in order to make it a little bit more compelling, and their actions more meaningful and more resonating in terms of how their actions would affect the various players in the story. And the other thing is, it's very wordy. There's a lot of big words, and I struggled with the words in past videos, as people probably know who've watched them. But overall, it's a decent effort. Probably will read better as a trade. And Liam Sharp, for really his first time out, for doing a story with his own art, I think it's still a very good job overall. However, as a story, it's missing some things as a story, but hopefully we'll read better as a trade. So I would recommend it, and I recommend this issue if for no other reason that the art is good. The story, while it's wordy, you still get a lot of substance to the story, albeit more you really got to read the written word. And unfortunately, sometimes when there's so much writing in terms of when there's so much dialogue, it takes away from the beautiful pictures. I would love Liam Sharp if he could, if this ever comes out in trade. I would love for him to have pages where there's no writing, and we could just look at his beautiful pictures and not have to have it be encumbered by dialogue. But in any event, guys, that's my review of Brave and the Bold #5. Until next time, Comic Boom, out.